And we got lights, camera, action from TikTok. What up, baby? We back. And with that, let's make it happen. Live in the building, direct. You know what it is, people? Get right to it. This is what do women value in masculine men? I'm excited about this one. So you've heard it out there before. Be yourself. Be an asshole. Be high value. There's all kinds of things that they're telling you out there. Let's see, you got the pickup game. You got red pill communities, looks maxing, red pill, purple pill, black pill, hypergamy. There is endless info and all kinds of shit to get into. And none of it gives men a clear understanding of sex, dating, and relationships, or the core principles about female nature. So, I'm here as a man, speaking to my younger self, trying to help you along the way in your journey. So, without further ado, let's get right to it, people. You're here for this live. I am doing like a masculinity architect, teaching men about manhood, masculinity, because nobody told us, and quite frankly, I think that's bullshit. If you've gotten the content on this channel, then you know what I'm all about. Divine masculine and feminine energies, translating that for you to get what you want in your sex, dating, and relationships. So you just tuned in for another live. I told you the title. Before we get right into it, I'm going to need you to do a few things, and then we'll go ahead and unpack what women value in masculine men. Do me a favor. Make sure you like, hit the thumbs up, share with a man that you know needs to hear this message. Subscribe so that you can catch our latest videos. I'm dropping lives every week. I got shorts, content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of it. I'm trying to give you that good stuff. This is what I'm all about. So while you're at it, do yourself a favor. Go over to the Stand store, grab yourself a copy, absolutely free. My ebook, Diving Deep into the Divine. This is going to give you the basics so that you can understand everything I'm talking about when it comes to divine masculine and feminine energy. Gives you the breakdown in the romantic, platonic, familial dynamics. No matter what you're experiencing, what you're running into, what the dynamics are that you have, this book, absolutely free ebook, is going to give you what you need. Diving deep into the divine. Get your copy now. Drop your questions down below. You got questions, I got answers. Or even DM me directly. So many of these topics are coming from viewers just like yourself. Drop in the comments, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Instagram. I'm dropping polls all the time. I want to know the information that you need so that I can see you win. Let me deliver. This is my mission and my purpose. This is why I'm here. So with that, let's get right to it. I'll start off with who this is for. This is going to be for my men, my brothers. Isn't that a classic? Gentlemen, brothers, men, welcome back. Men looking to be the best version of themselves, become the man that they're meant to be. You do this by grounding inside of your masculinity. And so that's probably what got you hit to my message. The other side of that, if you're looking to get some power in your sex, dating, and relationships, that's right. Those are the men who are seeking to lead in their dating life with feminine women. It is a rare, almost collectible, dare I say, vintage type of woman. She is the feminine woman. And no, I don't want to pump up these like stereotypes, trad wife, all kinds of stuff that's out there, passport bros, none of it, right? The gender wars, I'm not with it. I'm just into universal laws and principles that I see life through. And through these filters, I get the understanding of how life works or is not working. And I like to help people with that. So that's why I'm here. So thank you for listening, tuning in, and thank you for the opportunity to contribute to your journey. Who else this is for? Men that are already in a relationship and you feel the power slipping. You feel that she's changing. Maybe she's become more distant, maybe a little disrespectful, and maybe a bit detached. Maybe you haven't felt the softness of that feminine flower in so long. I've got the keys. I know exactly what you need. I have been there myself and knowing how to get out of it. Last but not least, if you are also like myself and a recovering nice guy, I've got the secret. I've got the sauce. I've got the juice. Give you the actual game. No, you don't need to work on your game. You need to understand the game because you're playing it all wrong. So without further ado, gentlemen, let's jump into it. If you're in one of those categories, you're in the right place. We're going to go dive deep into what attracts women to masculine men. What do they value? What do they want? And I know I'm talking to the right audience because men, as you know, we got to build ourselves up from nothing. And with that, you have to understand the game. Even if you're just getting your game intact, you know that in order to get what you want, women, softness, feminine, sex, intimacy, partnership, whatever it is that you want, fun, right now, right woman, doesn't matter, all of it under the sun, you're going to need to understand the game. So with that, you might as well watch to the end. I'm going to give you 3 simple steps today that you can put in your life to bring out her burning desire to please you, stay loyal, and worship you like her God. And I say that with no pumping up, no misogynistic terms and shit I don't even fully understand, but none of it out of whack, because truly the order of everything, if you are a grounded masculine man, the pecking order of the household, God, the man, the woman, the children. So with that, the same way that she is worshiping God above you, and you as a mature, grounded, masculine man are giving up to source, whatever you believe in. I'm not talking to any specific doctrine or religion. But in that same way, she worships and respects you as her masculine source, provider, leader. And when you have that in place, everybody's happy. So with that, let's get right to it, fellas. Why does this happen? Where did it come from? I'm going to start where I ended. You're being nice. Somebody's got to tell you. So I'm here, fellas. You're relying on your status, your looks, or your things to do the work for you. And that's what I mean by being nice. The nice guy paradigm, he doesn't know his value, his worth, which is exactly why this is the perfect conversation, because it's about what feminine women value and want from masculine men. So if your masculine essence is that, but you don't believe in it, and you're hiding behind your money, behind your looks, behind your status, behind your things, your house, your cars, your watch, whatever else you can show, you're hiding and letting that do the attraction, the work for you. It's not going to work. She doesn't trust this. She doesn't trust your intentions. And she doesn't feel safe because she can't feel you. Those things don't connect to her in the same way. I'm going to break it down so that you completely understand female nature, the woman's psychology, and where you're missing the mark, showing up, being nice. You're giving her everything you think she wants. That's the problem with that, fellas. Truth be told, and a mature and honest woman will tell you, she does not know what she wants. Some background and understanding behind feminine energy. No sex or gender. I'm not talking about the other side of the coin, our beautiful feminine partners, women. I'm talking about feminine energy. Feminine feels what is life. So while the vision of our masculine can see the macro, how things will work together, what will happen next, logically, pragmatically plan out, envision, feminine has to feel it every step of the way. And it's designed that way. That's the yoke of it, the yin and yang, how they dance together. You see, the masculine can expand the territory, go out, hunt, acquire, keep building up the empire bigger and bigger. But at the very center is still the feminine womb, is still the village, the tribe, the at home, where they go out and leave the womb, leave the feminine, leave that space of the village to go expand inside the city walls. If there's sickness, if there's famine, if there's civil war, if there's injustice, it's all going to fall apart. Nobody's truly going to be happy. That empire that you're building, your legacy, will fall. So inside of that, right, that's how it's designed. So if you're giving her what she wants, she doesn't actually know what it looks like. I want you to make a lot of money. You're working all the time. I want you to be here. We're broke because you're not working, making any money. Do you see the cycles? And as a nice guy, you're leading with happy wife, happy life. That is a recipe for bullshit. That is a recipe for disaster. I talk about these things all the time. If you've seen clips, you likely know it. But the whole context is, as this nice guy, as you're trying to give her everything that she wants, she sees you do not respect yourself. And guess what? She's going to follow your lead. She's going to follow suit. She won't respect you either because all you're doing is giving her what she wants. Oh, whatever you think, babe. Whatever you want, boo. Happy wife, happy life. Well, what do you want for dinner? Well, what do you like? Well, what do you think? Where's your backbone? Where's your spine? What the fuck do you want? That is what she's looking for when she can't get a sense for that. And this is what I mean when I say you're showing, you're broadcasting, you're propelling that you don't respect yourself. Why the fuck would she? You're leading with your wallet. Guys, yeah, it's no better. It's the same facet. You're hiding behind something, and because especially it's so transactional, it's so skewed. They want security. They do not want to secure your funds. So when you lead with no personality, no character, no charm, no anything of a man, of a human being, you just lead with a dollar, you become just as good as those dollars. And no different than, right? Remove yourself from the equation. You're no different than OnlyFans. You're no different than Pornhub. You're no different than a subscriber, a fan, somebody who's wanting something from her and willing to transactionally exchange the money. So when you do that, she's more than happy to accept your undeserved pledges of love and loyalty and spending money and paying bills. And we're finally in a generation that's waking up out of that. It ain't tricking if you got it. No, tricking is tricking. And there's no shame in it, right? Especially if you're getting what you want. And why? If you know your value, it's a free exchange. If you have it to give, you have far more resourcefulness than those resources, which to her are more valuable when you actually show up to invest with that. Your words, your actions, and your presence can be far more, can have far more, much more purchasing power than your dollars and cents. So what else may you be doing that leads you to this situation, to not having success with women or not ending up as the man that women want? You're chasing for her validation and insecurity, not her insecurity. You're chasing for your validation and your insecurity. What's this look like? Well, she can sense you lack options. And in the world of feminine, this also means you lack value. Because see, the way feminine nature works, what is already approved, what already has social proof, what is already desired, other women want you, you are valued, that's an automatic. You see, that's the benefit of feminine. It doesn't have to work as hard because it utilizes the group, the hive mind. This can be a good and bad thing, but when it comes to vetting, now don't get me wrong, they have to have their own picker, right? They need to know that you're aligned with what they want. But the fact that other women want you mean you have something that is wantable, worthwhile, valuable. So if you're chasing, right? I heard it brilliantly on the Grown Man Shit podcast we just recorded last night. It said, if you're chasing, that means something is running away from you. Why are you chasing that? Why would you? That doesn't make any sense. Well, that's exactly what guys are doing when they're chasing for validation. Now, you may not even think it's happening this way. This is another syndrome of the nice guy. You're chasing for the validation because look what you got on your arm. Because look how bad this one is that you pulled. That validation. They said, oh, I get the sense that you, Kendrick said that. I get the sense you ain't never had one. Oh, she a bad one. You ain't never had one, obviously. They can sense it. You can sense it. It's just transparently out there. And again, what that means, you got no value. Nobody else wants you. Why does a woman want to follow, be behind, be claimed, be the woman of a man that no other women want? This is how female nature works. I'm going to hip you to the game because, again, nobody told you. Nobody told us. And that's bullshit. So that's why I'm here. So you got to stop chasing for the validation, the insecurity. She senses it. She senses the lack of options. It triggers off hypergamy. She can sense, here's another kicker of that, right? She can sense the pressure you have on her to meet your expectations. Now, you can have your preferences, your wants, needs, and desires. Your expectations of women, here's the kicker as a nice guy, women on a pedestal. See, when you put women on a pedestal, said another way, pussy on a pedestal, pussy whipped, all these circumstances. When that happens, you're demonstrating that they are more valuable than you. Again, lack of options, lack of abundance, scarcity, nobody wants you. And so with that, right, and this happens a lot in the red pill community, red pill rage even, you got to get over female nature. You got to get over, this is why I said it's not about getting your game tight. You need to understand the fucking game. Female nature is a beast. You need to understand the nature of the beast. You can't go in this willy-nilly, again, giving them what they want. You need to give them what they need. That's something you know, not them. You can't go through this chasing to get something from. And here's what I'm really talking to. When I say that having them on a pedestal, you see, let me talk to you. I've talked about the lullabies of the nice guy. The media, the propaganda, everything that tells us, be the nice guy. What I said earlier, be yourself, right? That's what they tell you. But what do they respond to? That's female nature. That's where the be an asshole, be a jerk. It seems to get the response. So who gives a fuck what they say? Do what works. We learn this and we activate inside of it, but you don't really get the game, the actual game itself. And so with that, that also means that you still think that she is a delicate flower as a feminine woman. However, you disassociate her humanity. You put her on a pedestal that she's got this purity, that she's 30-something and a virgin, that, she hasn't grown up in modern times with all the availability and the sex positivity and the feminist movements and everything's out there. I'm not here to complain. I'm stating the facts of what's real. Here's the thing, and if you're the guy that wants every woman to be so pure because you've been given these nice guy beliefs of how much they are the fairer species, of how, don't get me wrong, they are feminine, they are gentler, kinder, warm, nurturing, all these things that masculine is not, and they're still human beings. They're still down and dirty, they still piss and shit, they still love to fuck, have sex, and all that good stuff. But when you have them on a pedestal, you give them no room to be human. She'll get down and bust it around wide open the first date. But if you're the kind that is giving her the impression, giving her the judgment, giving her the sense as you get to know her of your own rigid beliefs, by you showing up uncomfortable, stifled, stick up your ass, gotta be a certain type of way, you can't just let loose, you can't be yourself, you can't be, how is she supposed to be the seductress? How is she supposed to open up and talk about all the wonderful fantasies that both of you would enjoy if you're looking at, well, how many have you done that with? Well, where did you learn that? Where were you last week? Where were you last year? All the things that ain't got shit to do with you. Now, clearly, because you haven't had that experience, because you haven't had those options, because you haven't lived into the life sexually that you would like to. But with that, you now have expectations. Well, why are you wearing that? Why is everything so revealing? This is where guys that want to control, this is where guys, no different, right? Flip of the coin, a woman that doesn't trust wants you to geotag and check in with your location and call every hour. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm, as the man and masculine, supposed to be looking out for her security, provide, protecting, and cherish. Check in with me. Touch base with me. Let me know when you're going to your next place. Let me know the women that you're around. Let me know the friends that you're hanging out with. Even if you're traveling, let me know when your plane touched down and landed. Let me know when you're headed back. That's because I'm protecting. What you gonna protect? You're just insecure. No different. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. Flip it. Where we show up, where nice guys show up, still bought into the fantasy, still thinking her farts don't smell, still thinking that she's some precious, inhumane thing. No, she's just another woman. I don't want to take away anything of who they are, but we have to take them off the pedestal. We have to stop adding to all the things that they are not and just see who they are, how they are, for what it is, and accept that, because that is the game. That's when you stop leading with your wallet. That's when you stop tricking off for no reason. That's when you stop selling yourself short, because you just see you're just another human being. Have you even added any value to my life yet? Do you even see, know, and recognize, appreciate, and acknowledge the value of me as a man showing up in this space? If you don't have any qualifications, any standards for her, you will give away the whole shop to anybody, and she will perceive and know that because she's had to learn the game so much quicker. because she's getting opportunities, aka dick, thrown at her from as soon as they're legally of age, and sometimes not even then. So they've had to get prepped. They have to understand the game. They have to know how to navigate, and they will take advantage of a sucker, as they likely have been taken advantage of themselves in their weaker position. So these are the things you have to understand as a nice guy. You have to understand if you're chasing for validation and from your insecurity. All of these things are adding up to why women don't want you. Why you're not having success, because you don't know your own worth, you don't know your own value. When you show up like that, oh, the game's gonna flip. Wait till we get to the end. I got you. And with that, last thing I'll leave off why this happens, like I said, you don't know your worth. Hypergamy, this is the sense within women. They're always going to date up. They're always going to, listen, guys, we gotta accept the facts. They're not the masculine. By default, biologically, genetically, they're not designed for the cold, harsh life that we are designed for. They're not designed to be the cannon fodder that have sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears to either build up or literally to fight, to kill, to make sure the society, the village, life goes on and continues. That's what we're made for. So inside of that, if you don't recognize as a man, her goal, her value is your security, not your resources, not your funds, the security that you are resourceful, security that you're cool, calm, and collected, respected in your community, security that you're not going to go anywhere, security that you know what the fuck you're doing, security that you know where you're going. So it allows her feminine to exhale, relax, because he's got it all taken care of. So with that, she's going to utilize hypergamy. She's going to want the best option, the best bang for her buck, as much value as she can get on the market she wants to cash in for. And if you are not that, you will show it through hypergamy. She will sense that she is more valuable than you, with you leading with your wallet. When you go with your wallet to exchange and buy something, you're buying something of value that you don't have. So when you lead with your wallet, when you give the value away and make it seem that you just showing up to the table, you just being involved in the interaction by the man that you are leading your own life. You have to set that up first. You have to be leading a life worth following. But her hypergamy can sense this. She knows she's more valuable than you, and she will take advantage of it. And when she knows that she can control you, she doesn't respect you. Why would she? You don't respect yourself. You don't respect your boundaries. You'll go with whatever she says. Happy wife, happy life, and all these other things. These are the nice guy traps that I talk about here all the time. So with that, we've gotten clear how you ended up here, how it happened. So, I mean, now there's really nothing to do but get to it. See, I love it with my guys. I went in with the ladies, and it went for about an hour. If you was over on the channel, Dwayne the Architect, we just went in for about 55 minutes. And with my guys, we're just so logical, pragmatic. I can get the same juice packed into a tight package, and we just getting it. So let's bring it on home. All right, we're about to wrap up this live on why women, feminine women, are attracted to masculine men, what they want, what they value. Now, this is the moment you're waiting for, right? This is where you get the simple steps, as promised. As always, I'm gonna give you the juice. I'm having fun, y'all. I hope you are too. What do you need to do? 3 steps. 3 solutions. First things first, ground yourself in your masculine expression. Feminine women are attracted to masculine energy. So you've got to do the work, fellas. You've got to do the work and build yourself up along with your masculine power. Now, I'm not just going to leave you out there because there's so much information. Trust me, I've studied these divine energies. Yes, you can get started with that free ebook, but specifically as a man, building up your masculine, especially inside of this dating realm, I'm going to give you the go-to. Write out your North Star. You, as a man, need to have your clear vision for your life. Your North Star that is guiding you. This is who I say I am. Masculine answers the question, who am I? So with your North Star lighting your way, you know exactly where you're going. You know exactly where you're headed. You know exactly where you want. And this is for all areas of your life. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, family, legacy, passion, purpose, spirituality. If it's some form of interest of your life, It needs to be clearly defined as far as what you want. It can change, doesn't have to be perfect. Don't get caught up in analysis paralysis or getting it right or any of that other bullshit. Just do it. Just give yourself guidance, some direction, so you can start moving. Do you think I built up Masculinity Architect overnight? Absolutely not. I knew I loved sex, dating, and relationships. I knew I loved social dynamics. I knew I wanted to work on the shit in my own life. So I took that on. Then I took on coaching. Then I took on dating and relationships. Then I noticed the divine energy. Then I focused on men. Now I'm focused back on women. All this, but I gave myself the direction of, hey, this is what I love and I'm into it. Go for it. I didn't even have the clear plan. So I want to give that clearly to you. You can find yourself, find your purpose, find what you love as you just start by creating a North Star. Have some goals for what you want to have in life. Now with that, I kind of already touched on it. Get to work on your purpose. Now I want to be clear about this. What this means is it is going to be something bigger than you. Your purpose is larger than you are. It's larger than your lifetime. It's larger than what you can accomplish by yourself. And it's a legacy. It's something that's going to be here after you're gone. The values, the views, perspective of life, what you instill in your children, that's part of your legacy. What you put into your woman, that's part of your legacy. What you build up in your community, what I'm building up in the world, and how you do that same thing. Put your passion and purpose out into the world. That is how you get your mission. That is how you connect with the larger reason why you're here and the legacy that you're here to leave. Then get to work on yourself. Throw yourself into your interests and get more experience, skills, knowledge, connections, resources. The best part about masculinity is that the longer we live, the more valuable we become. Why is that? Because as you continue to live, you continue to get skills, you continue to get experience, you continue to get all the things that I'm talking about, which makes you more valuable. The longer you live, the more equipped you are to live, the more experience you are to live. For feminine, you'll always be the best solution. This is why feminine leans towards mature, grounded, masculine, MGM status, men. So get to work on yourself. Throw yourself into those things. Is it karate? Is it another language? Is it technology? Is it your career, entrepreneurship? Whatever, it does not matter, because those things can then become your purpose. Those things can then become your legacy. And as a man, it is critical that you are working on yourself, building on yourself. When the time comes, when the opportunity, the career, the partnership, the relationship, the women, the jobs, whatever it is, comes looking, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's all it is. That's like that is the secret to manhood and masculinity, is to constantly be working, to constantly be on the course of mastery. So then what do you do next? Be bold. Be direct, be confident, and be courageous. Now that last part is important because courage is in the face of fear. Courage requires risk. Courage requires you to do something you don't know that you can do and that you have never done before. And I'm just going backwards, reverse engineering it. As you utilize your courage, you then gain confidence in your capacity because you demonstrated it. You know you have a competency to get something done, to live life, to work a job, to pay the bills, to raise a family, to lead a woman, to do whatever it is that you do, because you had the courage to do it when you've never done it before. And then you've gained the confidence to know what you're capable of. And now you can be direct. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'll take care of it. I'm going to need to tie some things together, but we'll find a way to make it happen. I'm committed to that. See, you hear the word of integrity, honor. This is the world of men, manhood, and masculinity. That allows you to be direct. That allows you to be bold with it. And guess what? That's completely opposite to feminine energy. So because you are bold, because you are direct, because you are confident, because you are courageous, she is swooning. Because she can fucking relax. You're doing all those things that she doesn't want to do, and her feminine energy wants to rest, wants to, that's easy. Yeah, he's got it. He'll take care of it. There's memes up there all over the place. Feminine women, what they do when they're around their men, I could walk out in the traffic. But that's what he's there for. And mature masculine appreciates that. I just broke this down for the ladies. I'll do the same thing for you here, fellas. Immature masculine says everybody needs to be like me. I can do these things. I can lift these things. I can figure this out. I can think logically. I'm good with money. I'm organized. I'm detailed. It's masculine. This works. Why doesn't everybody do it? You just want it to be the thing. Everybody should be like me. Done. It's a wrap. No. With that, you make everybody wrong. Why can't you be more like me? Why aren't you more like me? A little bit more experienced masculine. Well, I need to be able to tap into this feminine thing. I keep burning bridges. I keep offending people. Nobody really wants to be around me. Nobody really values and appreciates me, sees me. I'm not really connecting with people like that. Everybody calls me an asshole for some reason. I've been told that. But the whole context, mature masculine, at the pinnacle, right? The mature masculine appreciates. I got this distinction for myself. I'll share a personal story time. I was out to dinner, cheesecake as an anniversary, and we were in the lobby, and my lady, lobby's full, people standing around, got us a spot on the bench to sit. But with that, before you get to the counter at Cheesecake Factory, if there's that waiting area, all the benches are full and people are standing around, cheesecake be popping, right? And so wants to know how long it'll be. Now, they told us 15, 20 minutes. It's maybe been 12, 13. Seeing people come and go, some people getting called in. Is it behind? How long are we going to be here? All the uncertainty. Now, me personally, I could chill. They're going to call us when they call us. They're not going to skip over us. She wants to know how much longer are we next, etc. Now, I could say, well, why don't you walk 5 feet over there and find out? But see, feminine, all those people in the environment, all the space she would need to take up and navigate, excuse me, pardon me, get up to the front. She doesn't want to do that. That doesn't feel good for her. Now, while it is easy, like I said, I don't necessarily want to do that out of laziness. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I don't need to find out how much time it's going to be. But my woman would feel better in that way. My woman would be more relaxed to have that information, and she would be uncomfortable to walk up there and get it herself. So, no biggie. Let me walk my happy ass on over. 6'3", 270. Excuse me, come here. Come. Yeah, Smith, what's the reservation? I don't go by my last name. But the whole context in that lesson I got to see and appreciate, valuing the differences, valuing that that's my opportunity to stand up and be the man. Appreciating that this is where I get to flex my muscle. It means nothing for me to cut these people off, to walk by somebody, touch somebody on the shoulder and gently get them the fuck out of my way, to get up there and find out how long we've got to wait. That's light work for me. If anything, I would have rather just sat and chilled. But the lack of annoyance, I don't need her to be like me. I'm not mad at her because she didn't do it. I'm not mad at her because she wanted me to do it. My mature, grounded, masculine MGM status is happy because there's the opportunity. Because this feminine flower was there, I got to be the big and bad. I got to puff my chest. I got to go take care of it. It's light work, baby. I got to relax, cool, be easy. And that pays back dividends later. But that's the dance. That's the yoking of. So when you can do that, be bold, direct, confident, courageous, you get to flex that muscle. And you then appreciate she's not all of those things. And she appreciates that you are all of those things. So you get to be built up. Like you get this dance going on at all times. Now this last one's really good. This one's kind of fun. I love this. Let her feel your masculine essence. Yeah, buddy. So how does this translate when they say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, old school book showing my age. But the whole context is that we operate, communicate differently. Just built different. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. No comparison. And things are different. So just accepting and understanding on the other side of it, let her feel my energy. Let me get up in her face. Give her some of that eye contact. Little pregnant pause in the speech. Let her feel, because feminine, right? Feel. Is he going to kiss me? Did something happen? What's he going to say? Why is he so close? Is he touching my arm? she can feel that energy, feel my humor, my intelligence, my curiosity for life. What's going on over there? People watching. My sense of adventure. You want to go do? Fuck it. Why not? Let's get it. You know, your outlook and perspective. Let her feel your masculine energy. And that, because feminine amplifies. So she's going to be extra tickled by your humor. She's going to be extra enlightened, bedazzled by your education, your intelligence. She's going to love your curiosity, your sense of adventure, that you like to go live life, that you can be in the middle of a crowded place and give you to a bubble just by giving her that presence, giving her your eyes, giving her the attention, holding her, the way you project your voice, the tone that you take. Let her feel that masculine presence. You practice these things, you're going to be grounded in the masculine energy, I assert. That's number one. Number two, lead the way. Initiate, fellas. Pull the trigger. Shoot the shot. Especially if she gives you the invitation. That's what comes first, the invitation. You don't have to wait for it. Just initiate. Fuck it. Shoot a shot. You might miss. But especially if there's an invitation, what you waiting for? If she gives you some eyes, women ain't doing that these days. They don't drop the handkerchief no more. It's not so clear. It's not so evident. It's not the same beautiful dance it's always been. But what you can do, because it is so rare nowadays, is demonstrate your masculinity by leading, by initiating. Take charge. Now I'm going to say this with a caveat. Take charge, C word with another C, consideration. Do not be a tyrant. Do not be a dictator. Women submit and follow a lead that keeps them in consideration. They'll submit and follow a lead that knows and understands their wants, needs, and desires, keeps them in the back of their mind. So take charge with considerations. That is a leader. A leader is thinking about everyone else first and stepping up to do what nobody is willing to do, but what needs to be done. And by doing that, you do the next part, give her a break. I said that feminine exhale. Now this really goes deeper, fellas. If you understand, not only does your masculine get to be appreciated by showing up, doing, right? Masculine wants to be of service, wants to be of value, wants to be a utility. So the more you can show up in your feminine world, not just paying bills, while you can do that, but do what needs to be done as a partner, as a man, as a masculine man in her world. Open her door, car door, door to a building. Hold her back and guide her somewhere. Give her instruction. This is the way that you lead. Give her a break. She's got to take her plate, take it for her. She's got to do something with the kids, do it. Like step in and do what is needed to be done. When you do that, give her a break. She notices when masculine's around because things get easier. So when you can do that for her, you're hardwiring, you're cheating the code. It's leadership. Because it is so easy, that alone makes it harder for her to step up and do it herself, or to walk away, or to find somebody else, because you show up and do it already. So do that, and it puts you a step above the rest. Last but not least, be resourceful. This is good because I've touched on it in so many ways. It's not about your resources. It's not about your money. Said best by Tony Robbins. It's your resourcefulness. Make $1 out of 15 cents. You take your connections, you take who you know, you take what you know. You demonstrate your capacity to lead in life when you can show up and be resourceful with very little to get a lot done. That demonstrates how to show a lead. Now, my ladies only got 3. Y'all are going to get a bonus because my heart's with the fellas. I got to do the work. So, number 3, number 1 was ground your masculinity. Number 2 is lead the way. Number 3, provide what she needs. Now, I said earlier, as a nice guy, you might have been showing up, giving her everything that you think she wants. Provide her what she needs. She will not tell you. She cannot tell you what she needs because, again, feminine energy, not women, no gender or sex. Feminine energy has to feel what is life right here, right now. That is a temporary experience. They are not thinking forward. They're not thinking about what it's going to be like when they get to that time, day, location, place, the crowd, the traffic, the weather, all of that. That's a completely different experience she's experiencing right now. So with that, when you give her what she needs, when you think ahead, being a leader, when you make her feel often and hard. She is feminine. She is run by emotion. She is run by feelings. So make her feel things. Make her feel your masculine essence. Make her feel mystery. Will he call? Is he into me? Does he like me? Ooh, this is exciting. What's he going to do next? He surprised me. I didn't expect it. She feels these things. If you're a baseline, we think so much, especially as a nice guy, the baseline of you're good, I'm good, we're good, let's go. Men are cool with that. Masculine, you're good. Logical, pragmatic. Everything's 2 thumbs up. Clear. Feminine, what does that baseline look like? Pretty static. Looks like a fucking flat line. It looks dead. It looks boring. You give too much of just the good feelings or good experience or always positive or always happy, and that becomes boring, predictable. But when you make her feel something, which is what she needs, and give her those feelings often, lots of feelings, the whole range. Let the dating and the experience and being your life partner, let it be a page turner. Let it be a story she doesn't want to put down. Let it be where she doesn't know what's going to happen next chapter. Let it be that your character is constantly unfolding, constantly evolving right in front of her eyes. She will be captivated. And no woman will tell you that she wants this, because she needs it. She does not know what she needs. It's your job. Emotional intelligence and the stability to contain. She needs a man who is emotionally intelligent, sometimes to their own detriment, because then you can call them out and tell them about themselves. But you have to be emotionally intelligent to recognize emotion, be able to communicate your emotions, be able to process emotions such that your masculine grounded stability, being able to be cool, calm, and collected in all of it. That's what half of her tests are. She needs to know that if she's going to feel safe, that she can't push you past your limits, that you won't fall on your boundaries because she's upset, because things get hard, because she doesn't like it. If you fold on that, she has no respect for you. If you fold on that, she sees you don't respect yourself. So you need to have the emotional intelligence to recognize what she's feeling, what she's really not saying, because it's not about what she is saying, it's what she's not saying. These are feelings. And the stability to contain whatever she may be going through, to be cool, calm, and collected, in control of yourself. If you can't control your emotions, fellas, you stand no chance of fucking with hers. That is the first thing that will have her unattracted, is that you are run by your emotions. You can have emotions. You don't need to be too vulnerable with her while we're at it. But you can have them. Don't let them run you. And lastly, like I said, those boundaries for best interests. She needs them. If you're going to own a house, if you're going to pay off debt, if you're going to exercise and be healthy, all the things that in the moment, feminine, what is life? I don't feel like it. I don't want to. I want to spend this. I don't want to save this. I don't want to go work out. I don't want to eat right. You need to have the boundaries. No, baby, we said we're not doing that because we're going to hit this target and goal. We're buying a house next year. Said we're getting 6-pack summer. We want to be ready for the beach when we go over to Brazil. Whatever the case, she needs you to keep her in line with those boundaries. And of course, as any adult doesn't want to be told what to do, she's not going to tell you she needs this. This is why it's your job. This is why it's a mature, grounded, masculine, MGM status. Lead. You show up in that way. Oh, that was easy. He just knows. You just get me. I can just relax because you've got my best interest. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom, fellas. And all right, this is the bonus. Number 4, be willing to say no, to upset her, to disagree, to walk away. This one is the goal above all else. If you don't even know half the shit I'm talking about or what the fuck you were doing, some of those guys, you call them a natural. The willingness to walk away because they've got options. The willingness to upset her. I'm going to give you the shortcut to this, right? Daddy-daughter dynamic. The first, and it's designed this way, the first father figure, masculine essence in her life, did not cave to her every whim or upsetting her. I'm a girl dad. There you go. Got 2 daughters. I got to tell them shit they can't have. I got to tell them shit that ain't going to happen. I got to tell them the rules, the boundaries, and everything else. And when they don't do what they need to do, I have to punish them, even though I don't want to. And I tell them, I don't want to be doing this. We was about to play the game. Now I got to give you a lecture, give you a speech, go watch you do this, have your sister come and do that. I don't want to do this. She needs that because that's that real talk. Daddy doesn't need or want anything from her. And if you want to be her daddy, if you want her calling you daddy, she needs to be able to come, relax on that knee. Sit down, baby girl. Don't even worry about it. Daddy got it. There's things that are beyond her realm, the things that she needs but doesn't know. She wants you to go spend the money and get a treat. No, baby girl, I'm going to keep the lights on and pay these bills over here. So when we get home, you're not sitting in the dark, cold in the winter. Oh, that's what I need. Thank you, Daddy. So if you can perpetuate that daddy-daughter dynamic, lead her, be bold, be direct, be confident, let her relax, take some things off her plate, have vision, take charge with consideration, all the steps. This is my work, fellas. This is curated. This is scientific. It'll get you everything that you need. We're going to recap 3 things. Ground yourself in your masculinity. Take the tips. Watch the replay if you need to. Take notes and get in action. Work on building yourself up. 2, lead the way. Somebody's got to lead, fellas. And if you're on this channel, if you're looking into that MGM status, mature brand of masculine, you are not looking to follow a woman's lead. So with that, I think the choice is clear. Number 3, provide what she needs, not what she wants, fellas. Let go of the nice guy. Kill the nice guy. Take that motherfucker out back and murder him. Slit his throat. Whatever you got to do, but let it go. It's not giving you what you want. It's not giving her what she wants. You like that, huh? Give them what they need. And this is what you need as well, fellas. Last but not least, be willing to say no. Upset her. Disagree with her. Show your opinion. Show your backbone. Show that you're willing to walk away. See, the other nice guy thing is when that pussy is on a pedestal, when you think women are better than you think you need to be better to be worthy of them. You worship them. You treat them like you're a fan. All those other things, and it dries them up, pushes them away, not interested whatsoever. So the last thing I need you to do, fellas, if you haven't already, you want to know about the divine energy, head over to my store, absolutely free ebook, diving deep into the divine. But I also want you to pick up the dance. Now, this one is a special recipe I've put down. It's understanding the rhythm of modern dating, my own practices and principles to attaining, sustaining, maintaining a thriving relationship with your woman. Pick that up in the Stand store. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that like button, share with the man that you care about. Somebody that needs to hear this message, somebody who needs to not get his game, but get the game so he can have some success. Pass it on to that brother. If you got a question, I got an answer, drop it down in the comments. Hit me up in the DMs. And catch the next live next week. In the meantime, fellas, I'm going to be right here, being the best version of myself one could say, beyond empowered. The question is, gentlemen, who are you going to be? Peace. Holla at your TikTok. Yeah. YouTube, shut it down, baby.